Good morning, traders. I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures, Chicago, Illinois. We're Friday, May 1st. We're here to talk to you about the grain markets. Okay, we'll put the first chart of corn here in front of you, and you can kind of see a little bit of a bounce here today or this week. And we had 3 days of higher highs and higher lows, and we'll kind of see how we close the week here. The row crops, corn and beans, are lower as we speak. Here's a positive that I noted this week. There's 7 ethanol plants here in Illinois, and they are producing 150% grain alcohol for the hand dispensaries that we use to treat this pandemic that we're going through. So a little bit of positive that I heard during the week here for our ethanol plants. Certainly gasoline is cheaper than ethanol, and we really got our work cut out for us to get this demand back in the ethanol industry and the demand for U.S. corn going forward here. We're competing against Russia, Brazil, Argentina, and these countries, they have such weak currencies. They're eating our lunch on the export front here. So we've got to see this change, and I think this week export sales solid across the board here, and that's the start of something here. We need to have this every single week. And next, soybeans, chart of soybeans here. You want to see, you saw some momentum yesterday. You want to see us take out yesterday's highs, and we didn't. This chart looks a little double topish to me here, but again, the day is early, and where we close will set the tone for early next week. Good soybean sale exports this week. China, the #1 buyer. Egypt, the #2 buyer. So remember, Egypt, a big grain buyer in the world today, and the biggest wheat buyer. And Egypt ever starts buying U.S. wheat, I'll be talking about it. There's an article in the New York Times this week from Tyson Foods. So these plant closings in the meat industry, just front page news around the world, around our country, and we'll just see this new normal here, and these packing plants, a big demand for soybean meal and corn as the meats in our country. So we'll keep talking about all of that. Okay, the wheat market here now. You've got we're in pretty good support here in wheat. We've backed and filled. It's hard for wheat. A lot of times the fundamentals on wheat are better than corn, and it's just hard for wheat to rally in this environment, but we'll keep talking about all of that. And, kind of keep an eye on crude oil in the equity markets here. The equity market's up 13% in the month of April. That's the best month since 1987. So, if you've been around these markets all my life, like you have, like me, all your life, you'll remember 1987. And, I think food prices 6 months, a year from now, you're going to have higher prices. And I just wonder if we're not going to have higher grain prices moving forward here as well in that time frame. Let's all have an excellent weekend. Thank you.